Actually, having display transforms set up means that we can also have a proper exposure control. How cool is that, actually? Being able to adjust the exposure in post. Cinematographers would give their left arm just to have that feature alone.
Okay.
Let me show you how.
Cool. I'll trust.
Right-click and add one more correct node and place it before the color space transform. This will be our exposure. Now, dragging the point of the RGB curve to the left is the same as increasing the gain or increasing the exposure, and dragging it down like that is decreasing the gain or exposure. What is important about...
Ooh, okay. I mean, you just saw him do it, but I want to do it because it's kind of fun. Fuck, I added a curve. Okay, so we... Exposure. Curve. What if I add a new point? Ooh. Ooh, so cool. Go this way. What? This is I feel like a child and a dumbass at the exact same time. Just playing with sliders. What the fuck? I mean, yeah. Goes over that. Right. Like, I don't know. This is gonna take me so long to register what the fuck we're talking about. But in the meantime, we can just watch him do it and follow along.
This configuration of nodes and why it works is the fact that we are changing the gain, which is actually a linear multiplication operation in the linear Rec 709 space. See? Before it gets cramped
Those
into
words
your
don't
monitor
make
color
sense.
space. What happens before that still happens in the potentially infinite light range, and that's why it works. It's really fortunate for us that Resolve actually supports the linear light values. It's kind of a luxury given how many apps totally drop the ball when it comes to linear workflows. Ooh, let's not get into that. So we have the exposure control now. To have it tested under different conditions, I'm gonna enable this clip and then middle...
Hold on, I'm not ready. I need to remember how to rename this.
mouse button click on the first one to sample its color management settings.
Huh?
I'm gonna do full mouse button click on the first one. Under different conditions, I'm gonna enable this clip and then middle mouse button click on the first one to sample its
So click on this and then middle click that. Ooh. Okay, so you see this little like 01 and the little color ring around it, and then 02 has nothing. But if I middle mouse click, fuck, it didn't work. Wait, if I if I put my mouse over the first one and middle mouse click, copy and paste it, sick.
color management settings, and I'm gonna do it for this one as well.
Oh shit. Alright.
Pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Trained in terms of colors, the DaVinci's DRT is actually doing well. Just for comparison, here's how it would look in Blender with Filmic.
Uh-huh.
A close call. As for me, that shows that we've got it working in Resolve.
Sure.
Filmic's not perfect, don't get me wrong, but it's a very good view transform anyway. Getting a pretty similar rendition of colors
language
in Resolve using its built-in tools can be considered a win, I think. So you can see, despite the differences in software, this panel in Blender and this panel in Resolve can produce pretty similar looking results. Then, of course, there are some extra bells and whistles in Resolve, like the adaptation slider, which seems to be yet another way to influence the exposure. And then there's this gamut mapping thing, which can be set to saturation compression, and that would limit the amount of colorfulness that the display render transform can output. That could be useful for handling the extremely saturated sources, for instance. There's a chance though that if you're just poking around the color space transforms for the first time, you won't need to dig that deep though. Finally,
dude, wait, why does his looks fine? Why does mine still look like this? I swear to God, I copy and pasted everything. Why does it look like shit still?
these extra OOTF or opto-optical transfer function checkboxes, forward and inverse, at the bottom of this panel. We haven't touched upon that just yet. Let me just say that the forward OOTF pretty much always needs to be checked when it comes to display transform. But as we are just trying to get a quick preview of our EXRs without really diving deep into the meaning of all the settings, we can allow ourselves to ignore these advanced settings for the time being, and return to that later in the more advanced videos. Alright, this was our first look at how color management panel in Blender and color space transform effect in Resolve work. How both of these systems manage the adventures of the EXR data so it turns it.
Okay, see, I'm still on data mode, dude. Look at his data versus sRGB display, and then look at mine and see which one's similar. It's still data, dude. Why did none of these transformations apply?
Into a beautiful image with the help of the display transform and a little bit.
Did I just fuck something up? No, because the exposure works. This fucker doesn't. Why don't you do anything? Are you not? I missed like.
AKA.
All right, we're at 20 minutes. We're gonna jump back real quick. Give me a second. Yeah.
Import the 32-bit
Right.
And this subject
Right. Go.
When choosing what part of the
Go.
suite
Farther.
into the in fact, it would look just got locked, dissolved, or oversaturated. Then, of course, we have the OpenEXR format on the other hand.
That's what I
helps
have.
to preserve all the data generated by cycles or Eevee.
Not really.
And that's, if processed right, offers a much more post.
Get to dropping in the file.
So all we have to do is go to pass it. Something.
I don't have to worry about this.
Stored in half that. It's also faster to opt for still set to the blend. Oh, and the files that I have already imported.
Okay.
This fire.exe
Yes.
sequence.
It looks like trash.
Click attributes and check the video frame rate, which should be 24 frames per second in this case.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. Yes, 24.
Alright, at least it plays. As well, in Blender, play EXR. Obviously in Blender, amazingly, the color management in Resolve, we can go project settings, or press this cog icon, and then go color management and try to set it up from here, from within the color science menu, by setting all up manually, like all the inputs and outputs, but actually there's arguably an easier way to do that, or at least the way that will make it easier to understand the color management workflow. In this tutorial, instead of setting it up in the project settings, I'm gonna show you how to do it using nodes in the color tab. So we don't have to set anything here, just to be clear. So I'm leaving it at the default values with the color science set to DaVinci YRGB.
Ooh! Wait, hold on, our output is different. Actually, all of this is different. This isn't default for shit. I have Rec 709 Gamma 2.4. I have Rec 709 Scene. Maybe that's why. Give me 709 shit Gamma 2.4. And then give me output color, same as timeline. Yeah. Either blind or I can't read. Same as timeline.
Important, otherwise chances are that the method I'm going to show you won't work correctly.
Oh, no shit.
The only thing I'll tweak in the project
and then this we did.
The image scaling resize filter.
To bilinear.
I'll change it from sharper to bicubic or bilinear.
Right.
If we don't do it, scaling our EXRs would produce horrible artifacts.
Okay. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. a son of a bitch. So I changed those. Didn't really fix anything. So we fixed going to this settings and doing bilinear. That's what he said, but then this is where we messed up. This was different and this was different, but now we changed it to be identical to him, right? It still don't work. She still does not want to work. Why?
Well, what do we mean when we say horrible? See this kind of a blight near
Yeah, I
offset
get that part.
color management and change looks without the view. More about that later. Press
So
this cog icon from within.
this color management, DaVinci YRGB Rec 709 Gamma 2.4, same as timeline, and DaVinci YRGB Rec 709 Gamma 2.4, same as timeline. So we changed that. Didn't change it. Didn't change dick all. If I delete my timeline and pop that bad boy back in, looks like that. Go back in here. This is the same, scaling by linear. Now we go into color management. We go to our nodes. We go to add node. No. Shit. What was it? Add node? Corrector? No. Add source. No. Alright, fuck it. We're just gonna rewatch this. We're gonna rewatch this real quick.
The color signs I guess, because
Go to the nodes. Where are my nodes?
OTF checkbox at the bottom are
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
lead to shadows having a slightly lifted look on viewed correctly.
Go back.
What
Go back. Go back.
Tab.
Okay.
Here we've got our corrector node. We just need to open the effects tab.
Color space transform.
It was closed to begin with. Then select clips that we want to adjust. Like for example, this clip.
I want to go clips. Oh wait, I forgot I only have my one guy in here. Let's add the other two to really spice things up. Okay, back to color. Select this clip. Clips. Select this guy.
With the fire. And find the color space transform effect. Here it is. And drop it onto this free node. I will call this node CST, meaning color space transform. Now basically what I'm going to show you is probably the quickest way to prepare the EXR footage to be viewed correctly in DaVinci Resolve using just the built-in tools.
I remember this.
It won't be the most robust way to do it, just something to get a nice result really
Rec
quickly.
709.
Nice, I mean something that resembles AGX or Filmic, roughly in that ballpark, but using just
Input
the built-in Resolve
sRGB.
tools available for free.
Output.
The color space transform effect we've just added. All of that just to get you hooked, I guess, because in the more
Oh, shut up.
these inputs and
Linear. That's what I meant. I meant linear, not sRGB. Linear, and then Rec 709 again. I must have just fucked this up. Rec 709 sRGB. Ain't that bad? sRGB. Okay.
outputs have defined the
Right.
basic display transform, but in
Right.
Resolve, to make it look good, you'd need to also play with the tone mapping part.